Hi everyone, welcome to Flux Prompt Fridays, where I showcase a practical Flux Prompt flow that you can create in minutes and that will help you work smarter and faster. Today's flow is a Spotify ad creator. I listen to a lot of Spotify, and because I'm so cheap, it also means that I listen to a lot of Spotify ads. So as I was listening to one the other day, I thought, well, I wonder if I could create a one using Flux Prompt. Now, most Spotify ads have an image that pops up and then audio playing in the background with a celebrity, narrating some sort of an ad. So I'm going to show you how we can do that here. And I'm going to take you in depth with each one of these pieces, but we're going to create an audio and we're also going to create an image for our Spotify ad. Now, because a Spotify ad usually takes a product and a celebrity, we're going to choose, let's see here, Nintendo, and let's go with Sylvester Stallone. Okay, and I'm going to hit run flow, and then I'm going to explain everything that's happening as we do this. Okay. First thing that it's doing, and by the way, my flows, I'm not going to talk a lot of detail of each of these tools. You can find those in different videos. This is just to show you the power of Flux Prompt and then hopefully give you some ideas of what you might be able to create in your work. Okay, first thing I'll say though is that what I did is I dragged out two text boxes and I wrote in them the product we're making the ad for is Nintendo and the celebrity is Sylvester Stallone. Now, the reason I did this is because whenever you're going to reuse certain information, it's better to just put them in a text box, because then you can take this information and feed them into whatever AI node you want. In this case, if you were only going to use it in one node in one step of your flow, then you don't need to do this. But if you're going to reuse it or feed it to other places, then you should probably use this. Think of it kind of as an input. Okay, so the very first step that I did was I wanted to just brainstorm some funny plot ideas, right? So I asked AI to help me do that. Write a short description of 5 possible funny plots for a 30-second ad that will be played on Spotify, right? And sure enough, it came up with 5 different ones: Stallone's Smash Brothers Showdown and etc. The next thing that I wanted to do is actually pick a plot. I love using AI to help me make decisions, and AI, if you give it the right parameters, will potentially make better decisions than you would, because it will stick strictly to those parameters. In this case, the parameter I gave it was just pick a script that's most likely to make people laugh uncontrollably. Okay, so it picked one. Let's see which one it picked. It said Mario Kart Mayhem with Sly. Okay, great. The next step was to create a script, come up with a 30-second script for an ad that will be played on Spotify. In this case, I made sure that it knew a couple of things about, make sure that the ad is about the product given in the plot summary, and also make sure that the celebrity is the only speaker. So make sure it is a monologue. I wanted to make sure that AI understood what we're going for, right? And then the other thing that I'll call attention to is that, remember how I mentioned that I would drag these text boxes out and then feed them somewhere else? Well, I fed them in here, and you can see all the content and context that is connected in here will show up in this area, and it makes it a lot easier to understand what you're connecting. So I put in the product, I put in the celebrity and the product input, and then I put in the plot picker. So this is the plot picker, so I connected that in here. And you can see all of that by using this little icon or this little button here. It shows you all of the stuff. So then you can just double check, make sure it's connecting the right context. Okay, great. So it came up with the script. Now, as you can see in the script, it came up with a lot of stuff that we're not going to need in our audio. Sounds of car engines revving and tires screeching, right? We aren't going to need that. So what I did is I used another AI node to help me strip out all of that stuff. So I said, look, take this script and take out all of the unneeded things. Make sure that it's just the speaking parts, essentially is what I said. And of course, I connected the script in here so it had the right context. If you don't connect the script, you'll get a message that says, "Hey, I'd love to help you, but I don't have a script," right? Okay, great. Then what I did is I took the monologue and I connected it to a voice generator. And for this one, we're using 11 Labs, and you can choose all sorts of different voices here. This one is Jeremy Americanish, Irish. I don't know if this is going to necessarily be a great voice for Sylvester Stallone, but you get the idea. The other cool thing too is that you can actually create your own voices if you wanted to use a specific voice actor or yourself. Anyway, and I'll play this in a second here. And then the next thing that I did is I connected, let's see, what did I connect? The script. I put the script into an image prompt. So I dragged out an AI node, and then what I did is I asked it to create an image prompt so that it can create an image for my ad. AI, coming up with image prompts can be quite challenging, and so I like to use AI as often as I can to help me just brainstorm and think of a good prompt. So that's what I did here, and then I fed this prompt that it came up with into our image generator, and it created an image of Sylvester Stallone playing the Nintendo, I guess. Anyway, so if you don't like that image, all you have to do is just run the prompt again, and it will give you a different option of images here. So imagine, if you will, you've got this narration in the background, right? We're listening to Spotify. We just finished a great song.
In a world where danger lurks around every corner, where the tiniest mistake can cost you everything, one man dares to take on the ultimate challenge. Mario Kart, the stakes have never been higher. Hairpin turns, explosive shells, and those dreaded banana peels. It's not just a game, it's survival of the fastest. Think you can handle it? Prove it. Nintendo Switch, where legends are made, one blue shell at a time.
Nice. Okay, great. I love showing this flow to all of our clients. This is my go-to demo because it showcases a lot of different pieces that you can use. You've got your text generators, you've got your voice generators, you've got your image generators, and you can kind of piece them all together into this really cool output, right? Now, some of you might think, well, this is, just a toy. It isn't. Think about this. If you were a creative and you needed to come up with different ideas for social media ads or social media posts or blog posts or maybe images for your site or presentation, whatever, you can create something like this very easily. The other thing is that you could use one of our really cool nodes, in which I won't show in this video, but you can create a sequence where you keep the same product because it's your product, but then you come up with different celebrities, or maybe it's different parameters, different things that you want to explore. In this case, I could create a list of 20 different celebrities and create different ads for each one of those celebrities in minutes. I would just hook this up and it would run through each one of those celebrities and come up with really cool. Or if I wanted to come up with all of these plots, then I could add a sequence here and create it over and over so it continues to add more and more plots. So there's endless possibilities here to help you be more creative and really show off to your manager and do your job much better. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed my Spotify ad. If you see a flow that I'm showcasing that you really like and you would like to have it, let me know. Edgar@enhanced.ai. Create an account at FluxPrompt, and then send me a note and I'll send my flow over to you. These are not secrets. I want you to use them and to have success. Anyway, thanks.